Why have we stopped making magnificent works of art like this?
You sure ask a lot of questions.
I was just thinking that. Thanks, 80s.
See you next Tuesday.
Don't call her that.
Okay, 80s whorebag. I was just thinking that. 80s whorebag. Is that better? Jeez, so touchy.
I mean, we are supposed to be the most advanced civilization. It sure doesn't look like that when you compare it to modern art.
Well, honestly, because they will tell us these things were made with lasers. I mean, ancient technology, fallen angels, whatever they want to say.
I mean, after all, we did put men on the moon, right?
Allegedly, we put men on the moon. I mean, I also hear that space is supposed to be fake, so you never know what they did.
Right? Well, according to the great astronaut Don Pettit, we destroyed that technology. And we lost that technology in the film and telemetry, and it's a painful process to build that back. Oh, but hey, we're supposed to go back soon.
Kanye West?
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Right after they figure out how to make the spacesuit for the moon. I thought they sorted that out in the 60s, personally, but I guess they didn't call a museum to get that out of storage. Fairy tales of the moon aside, culture is reflected in its art. And what does our culture's art show us today? Does any of it stack up to these works from hundreds, thousands of years ago? And just look at that marble stonework. It looks like it was almost frozen in time rather than carved. There are a few good stoneworkers, a few good sculptors today, but nothing comes close to what we see from the past. Now the art scene of modern times is more of a tax write-off. Somebody puts a red X on a canvas and charges $30 million for it. Art, like the architecture, is supposed to uplift and inspire. That's what you get when you look at these. Very little modern art does that today. Question everything, friends.
Well, we've been telling them to question everything. You pretty curious now them Epstein files came out, I'll tell you that much though.
You smug cocksucker. Fuck you.
The United Nations just voted for reparations on racialized slavery. And surprise, surprise, the United States, Israel, and the anarcho-capitalist fifth world country Argentina voted against it.
Oh, there's a big surprise. That's an incredible. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise.
With Ukraine, Banderite Ukraine, abstaining from it, and other countries like the United Kingdom abstaining from it. But all the bad countries, all the pariahs like Russia and China and Cuba, etc., they all voted in favor of reparations for the historic wrongdoings of slavery. So might it be that the same people that have lied to us about every single war and about virtually everything else, might it be that they're also lying to us about who the bad guys are? Might it be that they, the Epstein class, are the real bad guys?
No, it might not actually be that. I mean, if you want to be a blaming Byron, sure, you could find something out of anywhere. I will say that Proverbs 13:22 says this, and then but this doesn't mean anything. I mean, who listens to the Bible anyway? You stupid. What were we talking about? YouTube? Nothing is exactly what we were talking about. YouTube. We wasn't talking about nothing.
It's a complete wimp.
Okay, so I played that to just show you the difference between AI and a real alien that might jump out the bushes and grab you, okay? Let's go. See, you can easily tell these two Angela Davis looking ass women walking down the street. This thing, see, then now she don't want to be bothered. I wasn't scared. You don't know me. Single independent woman. Captain Marvel, like the karate chopped him. I'm just whatever. That's a real reaction from one of these independent women out here.
Whoa!
These, on the other hand, these are absolutely AI reactions. Come on, she would not be running like that. Come on. Hey, smile. Oh, falling off. Get off of me. Falling all down like that. I would have broke her. I would have saw her do that in a video. The relationship is over. You use a, what you call these girls back in the days? Klutz. You clumsy bitch. What a klutz. I'm done with this relationship. For the sake of you women in the audience, please do not get scared and fall down like this. Your man is going to cheat immediately.
He ain't lying.
He like, oh my God, who am I in a relationship with? Fucking Daphne from Scooby-Doo? I gotta get out of this thing now.
Te juro que hasta podría parpadear. No, you don't mess with it. It's creepy.
This obviously is AI, but some men would run like this. I mean, it don't even gotta be a situation like this. He would just run when responsibility comes around. Wait, what? Get a job? Oh my God!
Is this your car, Lily?
Excuse me?
Is it
Yes, this is my car.
sure?
Yes.
Now, these are genuine reactions. This is not AI. It's a regular woman in an elevator hoping that the guy would ask her for her phone number so she could say, I have a boyfriend. You lonely bitch. That's why he scared you. Good for you. And then this, I don't need no man-ass woman. Is this your car? Excuse me? Look how she had attitude. Excuse me? Talking to me? I have a man. And then he scared her. Then the real her came out. Good. Now this, we hope this is AI because of monsters like this. It's insane that people are just so bold like that. But then we hope it isn't AI because all of these humans decided, well, let's help this person because this is just insane. Now this next group of videos I'm going to show you, right? Watch them, digest them, then I'm going to break them down and tell you how they all connect. Let's go.
If you hit a glass with a feather, the glass will break.
No, it won't.
And this is the second rule. Dawn hit a glass with a feather. What happened to the glass?
Nothing.
Nothing happened? Why didn't anything happen?
Because the feather was soft.
First one says, if you hit a glass with a feather, the glass will break.
Okay.
And the second one, Dawn hit a glass with a feather. What happened to the glass?
It broke.
And why did it break?
Because the rule says if you hit a glass with a feather, it'll break.
Right, so the innocent child that you can't pull a fast one on knows, what? No, the window's not gonna break because a feather can't do nothing. But the adult who's been programmed is going to say, well, that's what the rule says, so that's what happens. Even though in her head she's like, this is stupid, that doesn't happen. Let's keep going.
There's something that we're not thinking about yet. There's some reason behind why that we haven't realized yet. So tricking and fooling everyone around the world into believing the things that you want them to believe using fake videos and AI videos typically works best if the population is not aware of the existence of AI, right? So we know that they've always had AI in fake videos and they've been using it on everyone since probably the beginning of screens. And they've clearly had success into making people believe what they want them to believe. So why would they intentionally make us aware of the existence of AI?
Well, some people believe once the real stuff comes out, we'll all be like, no, that's not real, just because of AI. It's like you can't tell the truth from a lie.
You know what I mean? Like they know that people are now going to become skeptical of the things that they show us. So if their main goal was to keep tricking us into believing all these narratives that they're pushing, then why would they introduce this to us? Because a few years ago, people weren't really thinking about how everything they're seeing is fake. But they're deliberately causing us to have skepticism even when it comes to the things that they clearly want us to believe. Why would they do this other than just mass confusion and so that you don't trust anyone?
Well, I mean, that does get a little bit more interesting when you know this.
They create chaos, and they create control.
Over the world headquarters in Switzerland of the World Masonic Headquarters for World Freemasonry, over the door is Ordo ab Chao, which is Latin for order out of chaos. And all Freemasons know that term, Ordo ab Chao. Order out of chaos. The concept is to create chaos, to create the problems. Then while the people are frightened to death of all the crime and everything that seems to be out of control, a riotous situation, the government then moves in with justification. In order to put down this terrible chaos, they must have full power of the military, full obedience of the people to give the government full power to do whatever they want. That's why we're having all over the world wars, riots, bloodshed, famines, all kinds of things happening around the world.
Wait, you know what? As a matter of fact, that's not even interesting, YouTube. What was I
I'm fooling y'all, man. I was fooling y'all. Those was jokes. Woo! Woo!
That is not interesting at all when you know that. You stupid if you thought it was.
Like, whatever main goal they have, it's clearly not getting the population to believe the things that they're showing us. Because otherwise, they would have just kept AI a secret. I have a few theories about what I think, but I actually just want to hear what you guys think.
But, like, this is more of a, like, an advisory. Like, you don't gotta listen. It's not like a law. It's not one of the 10 commandments. It's, you know what I mean? Thou shalt not be LGBTQ. Come on. What are we doing? That's not, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make the Bible for modern audiences. Like, you know.
Shut the fuck. Shut. Did I say? No! Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Hey, it's JoJo, right?
Watch her eyes.
And,
I slowed it down so you can see. Watch. You see that? She wasn't squinting. And then afterwards, she looks a little confused. Like, oh, it took control again.
She probably just saw her dealer and she was like, whoa, wait, nobody paid you? Oh my God. That's all. She wasn't shape shifting. She was shifting into paranoia because she thought he already got paid. That's what's happening.
If white people invent something, there are no reason they should make it work for anyone else.
I hate beautiful racists. It's so unfair. It's like a delicious, poisonous candy bar. You can't do that. You can't do that. Go ahead, finish, gorgeous.
Really though, let's do a little thought experiment. This is Greg. Greg manufactures one of the first automatic soap dispenser in the 90s. The dispenser is tested on his and his coworker hands and it works perfectly. It is a hit and the product is sold worldwide. 20 years later, Greg gets into a terrible accident. He needs urgent, life-saving surgery. The surgeon rushes to scrub in, hands under the soap dispenser, nothing. Tries again, still nothing. More time gets wasted grabbing it back up, and Greg does not make it. But it's fine, right? Because it worked perfectly for the people it was designed around, including Greg. This is not just fiction. Some soap dispensers still fail to detect darker skin today because the infrared sensors are calibrated on light skin. And it's the same story with cameras. The only reason cameras started handling darker skin better was when manufacturers needed to photograph dark furniture and chocolates. Now this is not just about cameras, but about who technology takes as the standard. If you're a woman, you're still more likely to die or be injured in a car crash because seatbelts were designed for male bodies. And if you can unlock your brother or your mom's phone, technology has failed you. Biometric systems were built to tell people apart, not confuse them because they focused on a single demographic during development.
All right, that's it. I can deal with a lot of stuff, but I won't stand for you pronouncing it demographic. No way we're doing that, Gretchen. I don't care how delicious you seem like you would be. Next clip.
You're a fucking pervert, you know that?
43-year-old Jarvis Butts has been found dead in prison. So if you recall, about 2 weeks ago, Jarvis Butts was sentenced to 35 to 60 years in prison after he accepted a plea deal and pled guilty to killing 13-year-old Naziah Harris, whose body has never been found, as well as he admitted to sexually assaulting multiple children, including his own children. So that was just 2 weeks ago, and now he's been found. According to the Michigan Department of Corrections, his is being reported as a self-inflicted death. And so that's the end of that.
Jarvis Butts. More like Jarvis Butthead. Good riddance, jerk.
The Egyptian gods never existed. They symbolize the different body parts of your body. Anubis is the dog, which represents the tongue. The barking, cause the power of life and death is in the tongue. The falcon of Horus is the inner bird, which is inside of the brain stem. Thoth, the god of wisdom. Thoth is thought because he is the god of wisdom. Thought, the human mind. The Jed pillar is the spinal column, which is a part of the brain. The Ankh is the womb, the uterus in the womb, because this is the portal into the physical world. This is symbolizing how the visual field works with the brain, because you do not see into the external world. What you are seeing is an image produced by the visual cortex in the back of the brain. The back of the casket is the cerebellum, which is all to do with motor, learning, and cognitive functions of the brain. The scarab is the skull. Hindus used to build temples in the human form because they understood this is the most advanced piece of technology on the face of the earth. The Most High does not dwell in houses made by human hands. It's your human body. You are God-made flesh. They don't want you finding out how sacred your body is and how powerful your mind is. You are the all-seeing eye on top of the pyramid looking into the three-dimensional world. You are Solomon's temple, the temple of the soul and the man, the soul and the mind in the temple. If you want to learn more, read this book, The Book of Wisdom.
Well, I would say what he's saying sounds good, and it does seem like it would apply to everyday walking around type stuff, but I don't know. I mean, the link to the book is pinned in the comments. You can go check it out, but I'm going to say don't believe everything you read in books, and that's my disclaimer. Let's go.
Okay, so I asked Google if it was possible to walk from India to Mexico. Now, it usually gives you an answer for pretty much anything, even if the answer is just no. It'll say no and then give you the explanation, but it just wouldn't even give me an answer at all. So I scroll down to see what other people ask, and it says that it's best covered by flight. India to America is best covered by flight. It's not the only way, but it's best. And obviously boats and stuff too, but I don't know if that's what it was talking about. And it says, technically it is possible to travel from India to the USA by road, but it is an extremely challenging and complex journey that involves multiple borders. And then the more I read into it on Google from different articles, it was almost seeming like it was kind of possible. So then I asked ChatGPT and it just straight up says no, it is not possible to walk from India to America. So my only question is that why is it on Google, is it telling us one thing, but then on ChatGPT, it's telling us something else? Google was the original search.
Well, like, why do you want to do that anyway? Or are you just bored and having marijuana thoughts? You know, you're puffing a little bit too much, you just start thinking about stuff. Well, in any case, I found this map that actually it looks like you can. But then this map kind of has, maybe it's just the way it's situated. I don't know, like the clip we saw earlier, like the dude with the feather and the window. But the rule they already taught you as a kid says, no, the globe looks like this. Is it a globe or is it flat? You know what? I don't even want to stress my own self out. Let's keep going.
You know, maybe they were trying to build a portal to hell at CERN. I mean, that machine looks like an evil eyeball, doesn't it? And they built it right where the Bible says Satan dwells. And to the angel of the church in Pergamum write, the words of him who has a sharp two-edged sword. I know where you dwell, where Satan's throne is. Yet you hold fast my name, and you did not deny my faith, even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was killed among you, where Satan dwells. Now I know what y'all thinking. Pergamum is in Turkey, not Switzerland. And Satan's throne is actually this, the temple to Zeus. Yeah, Pergamum actually had a famous temple to Zeus, and it even looks like a throne. But what it actually said was, Satan's throne was in Pergamum, but Antipas was killed where Satan dwells. So where was Antipas killed? Well, early Christians actually believed that Antipas was martyred in Geneva, Switzerland, at the temple to Apollyon. He was burned in a brazen bull in Geneva, Switzerland. Wow. Whoa, so let me see if I got this straight. So Antipas was sacrificed to Apollyon, where CERN's at. The Bible says Satan dwells where CERN's at. And there's a statue to Shiva, the destroyer, where CERN's at. And Apollyon is actually mentioned by name in Revelation 9:11. And he's in the lowest part of hell, in the bottomless pit. So what are they doing at CERN again? Yeah, probably opening a portal to hell.
Well, you're just speculating that they're opening a portal to hell. They might be opening a portal to Wonkaville. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know either. So let's not rush to judgment to say they're opening portals to hell. Give them a break, you know, for a second.
We are not out of water.
They drained fuel. They added something to the coolant lines. They played with electronics. And that's not typical vandal stuff.
Less than a week after bringing free water to Flint, Moses West says the green machine he designed to do just that was vandalized.
Once they broke into the machine and destroyed the generator, very technical, they knew what they were doing. It wasn't just random vandalism, not at all. They put metal in the fuel system.
West is a military veteran who travels across the country to areas in crisis, bringing a machine he designed like this one that literally makes fresh water out of thin air. He put the green machine out for people along Saginaw Street on Thursday and was hoping to make a big impact. He says before the vandalism, they were giving hundreds of people free water every day.
You got to look at, I'm making anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 gallons of water a day and giving away for free. That's a lot of money out of somebody's pocket someplace.
See, I told you, they're not making a portal to hell. They're making a portal to the water world where there's going to be water for everyone.
Shut the fuck, shut! No! Oh, shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh! Say something else. Say something else, nigga.
What the
Thank you. How are you?
I'm alright.
Good.
Oh!
How you doing?
Jeez.
You scared me.
Oh, I did?
Oh my God! Oh, it's you!
Bro, the creepy part is how many fat people are in Walmart. That's not a good look for the United States. They making fun of us, y'all, internationally. I'm trying to tell you. So honestly, all I'm seeing is Tron Legacy wear. I mean, wearable LED tech hits the Paris runway. I tell you where it should hit, the trash bin. That's what you need. Listen, you not finna go with me to the mall dressed like a glass of Kool-Aid. We not finna do it, Megan. I'm telling you. I swear to God, I'm getting tired of you, man.
post by Kris Jenner in October may have revealed that Kim Kardashian was the mystery buyer of a $5 million Basquiat.
First, AI, who is Kim Kardashian? Is that the one that's not a slur? That's the, huh? Is the same one? All right, well, finished then.
Painting. Just look at Kim's home here. This is the full picture of it. It was bought in 2017 at Christie's, and if you look at who owns Christie's, you'll find it's the same people behind Balenciaga. You're gonna start to see how everything is connected. Christie's sells some very interesting artwork, including stuff by Jake and Dino's Chapman, and here's one of their pieces of artwork, probably one of the only ones that I can even show on here. Kim K was actually also in a bidding war with Tom Brady over a George Condo piece for $2 million. If his name sounds familiar, he's the one who created those private invitations for the A-list only all-white party last year. Now, Brady's also a big Basquiat fan. Just look at the background of his home here. I also once noticed an interesting Basquiat painting in Ellen's home. You might remember this video, but she posted this during COVID. And isn't it strange that her shirt matches the painting that I showed you earlier? But as the camera pans over, you can see in the background of her home the Basquiat painting, and this one in particular says evil thoughts, but you'll start to learn she has quite a few of these. This one in particular has interesting letters on it, similar to what you would see in the work of Marina Abramovich. And then Ellen once posted this picture of her cutting her own mother's hair on Instagram, and if you look above this picture, you can see another Basquiat painting, and this one just seems off.
My eye caught definitive symbolism within the construction of this Dollar Tree, because it's built to resemble this. Comparing it next to a traditional Mason lodge, this definitely has the same layout. I also couldn't help but notice that the top looks a whole lot like this. Not just this part, here as well. The Walmart next door has the same traditional Mason lodge layout. I highly doubt these are both coincidences. There's even artwork outside that I perceive as 4-pillar symbolism, or 4 corners. This one reminds me of the same symbolism at the Denver airport, only they have this one fanned out. But I'm sure you could see it's the same symbolism. And if you're unaware of the significance of the Denver airport, this is just one of the many examples, as well as the Lucifer statue. I digress. I believe this Dollar Tree and this Walmart have symbolism due to its location, because it's right by the Cardinal Stadium and Westgate, which is a high traffic area.
Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you, ha, to my channel members. No diddy when I say member. Thank you to my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you.